Happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms out there. Hi everyone, Namaste. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Vidu. Today I'm sharing my stock pantry essentials, simple prep ideas, and how I store prepared meal prep in the fridge and freezer. This is my small pantry, but a well-stocked one. A well-stocked one because it's just not about having food. It helps with daily life, budgeting, emergencies, and meal prep. Even when the fridge looks empty, pantry essentials can become full meals. For example, rice dal pickle, pasta with tomato puree and spices, rajma chawal, eggs and roti. Buying bulk staples is usually cheaper and saves money in the long run. Dals, rice, atta, staples, they are all long-lasting essentials. You can plan your weekly meals faster because half the ingredients already exist. Also, during busy days, for office mornings, school tiffin rush, exam rush, low energy days, you already have the basics ready for the week. It reduces kitchen stress. Mornings you get up and don't have to think, what should I cook? Because you already have proteins, carbs all ready and prepped. We tend to eat healthy food more regularly when food is accessible and easy to cook. As I've taken the required dals for this week, I'm going to wash them thoroughly and soak them in water. You can soak them overnight or up to 8 hours. Today, I'll share one gravy base that can be used in 4 different recipes. For veggies this week, from my pantry and fridge, I'll be taking some onions, small potatoes, tomato, chilies. Have some fresh coriander leaves which I've kept in water. From the freezer, I've taken out some corn and water. Let's prepare the gravy. Here I've taken 500 grams onion and 500 grams tomatoes. Chop them, heat a pan, add in good amount of oil, then add in the onions. Oil adds as a preservative and even a bit of turmeric and salt. They also slightly help with the preservation. To make it last longer, cook until the raw smell of the tomato goes away and the oil starts separating. Off the gas and keep it aside. Allow it to cool completely. Now I've taken some soya chunks, add in hot water, I'll keep it aside. Now I'll drain the water from the dals I had soaked. Add in fresh water, keep it in the cooker along with some turmeric. Cook for 4 to 5 whistles. Beside, also kept both the potatoes for steaming. Once the gravy has completely cooled down, I'll transfer it in the mixie container and grind it to a fine paste. Transfer them in a bowl. Also need some doughs for roti parathas, which I'll use it within a couple of days. Here I'm sharing a gugni recipe with the gravy I have prepped today. In a pan, I've just added the gravy, ginger garlic paste, some chili powder, some split chilies, ginger juliennes. Add in some water, kitchen king masala. Slowly now we'll add the cooked dal. Salt as per taste because we have also added the salt in the gravy we prepared. Bring it to a boil, garnish with coriander leaves, and here we have our gugni ready. Now for storing dals, once they have completely cooled down, you can use steel, glass, or a Ziploc bag to store them in the fridge and freezer. Portion according to one meal to avoid repeated thawing. One portion I have kept in a steel container, the other I'm going to store it in a Ziploc. Always add a little broth to prevent the dal from drying out. You can just write the dal, and if you're going to use it within a couple of weeks, also write in the date. And here I'm using the silicone lid to cover it. Similarly, I'm going to portion the other dals and prep it accordingly. One tip out here, when you're keeping the dals in the container, Don't overfill liquids because they expand slightly when frozen. Dals, if you're going to prepare it within a day or two, keep them in the fridge, and the rest will keep it in the freezer. And whenever you want to thaw them, a night before, take them out and keep it in the fridge. Other way of thawing them is keep the container in the water. You have portioned the onion tomato gravy paste and kept them in three different containers. With this gravy, you can make soya chunk masala, rajma masala, chola masala, egg curry, moong dal batter, idli dosa batter is ready. Potatoes, I've completely cooled them and I've kept them in the container. Green chilies, I've taken out the stems, washed them thoroughly, dried them out, and keeping them in. The easiest way to make moon sprouts, keep some water in the bowl and keep the moon in a net strainer. Cover it and keep it aside. Now let's keep the prepped item in the fridge and freezer. The dals which I will be using later in the week, I've kept them in my freezer. Here are the dals, gravy, batter, and soya chunks in the fridge section. Already have the green chutney ready, and this is the leftover gugni and some veggies from last week. So let's see the meal plan for this week. Day 1 for lunch, gugni and paratha. For dinner, egg fried rice and soya chunk Manchurian. Day 2 for lunch, aloo dum along with paratha and moon sprout salad. For night, gugni chaat or salad. Day 3 for lunch, rajma chawal, and for dinner, egg burji, roti, and some salad. Day 4 for lunch, brown chana cooked in spicy tomato masala along with rice. And for night, white chola salad. Day 5, chola rice with aloo and onion raita. For dinner, soya chunk wraps. And day 6, matar pulao, eggs and coconut gravy for lunch. And dinner, we'll use all the leftovers and make a mixed chaat. For the breakfast, have the moong dal batter and idli batter ready, with which you can make dosas, chilla, idli, dosa, uttapam, and overnight oats. I hope this video gave you some simple pantry and meal prep ideas to make everyday cooking a little easier. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.